What is up, guys? Welcome back to another awesome episode of Railroads Online. In this episode, we're starting off up here. We're at the waterfall just above the smelter station. We got our track back here. I'm thinking that we need to start getting our butts up to the coal mine. This is the river that flows kind of near it. I'm guessing, looking at the map, that we're going to be going down this valley, following this river close to the coal mine. I'm not sure how we're going to get down from the coal mine or up to the coal mine. I would like to go all the way to the other large waterfall. I think that would be really cool, but I don't know. And I'm going to start scouting from here. Yeah, because we need to switch in here somewhere. And I'm not even sure where that's going to happen at. I don't know if we're going to be on this side of the river or this other side. Here seems to be a little straighter, so it might be more beneficial to have the switch like right in this area and then head off this way. I really don't think we need to have this as a Y. I don't think we'll be coming down from the iron ore mine to go to the coal mine, though I could be wrong about that. Maybe a rail yard or something like that in here if we ever needed to do that, you know, to drop off cars here or something further, go up there. So let's run up this river really fast and just kind of scout it. I know that this area is all nice and flat, so we're going to assume that we're going to come off right there and just kind of go through here. So this is going to be sped up, I'm guessing. This is going to be pretty boring, just me wandering through the forest here. It does rise up right here a little bit. How does the river cut through that? But you know, I'm just looking across over here. It looks like that little hill ends right here. This is all kind of flat. So maybe it'll be more beneficial to be over on this side. You see, that's kind of what I'm talking about. So we're just going to scout this out, kind of follow the river up this valley, and I'm guessing it's going to be relatively flat, and we'll figure it out. But we need to actually start building from the coal mine and working our way here. This is just me getting up there, taking a look, looking for any major obstacles. I'm not anticipating much, just looking at the map, but you never know. Well, this is interesting. It would appear that the water is flowing uphill. At first I thought it was like, oh, it's just rapids or something coming down this little steep part. So it caught my attention. And I was like, well, that's kind of cool. They got some steep changes here. Some of this terrain is really stepped. But then I got to the other side of it and it's like, wait a second, this is downhill. Water is literally flowing uphill. Huh. Interesting. Okay. I'll just continue on. Let's see where I'm at now. We're not even close to it yet. We got a ways to go yet, but we're getting there. All right, I think we're getting pretty close. Very interesting. I think I found a natural kind of a path that is pre-made into the hillside back over there, and I think it kind of follows the cliff, but it might climb. I'm not sure. It might climb up and then drop back down again or something. I kind of see it here on the map. But I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, or if it's for the path. I'm gonna scout that out a little bit later, and maybe we don't follow the water exactly. Maybe we kind of rise up a little bit and come back down on the hillside. It might be a better route. There was a lot of undulations in the river valley here that I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna have to have some pretty tall groundwork, or the groundwork, the track is going to be kind of wavy almost." So I'm not exactly sure. I think it's on this hill here. I was just looking at the map, and I believe, yeah, it's on this hill over here. And I remember seeing it before, and it's kind of hard to see from the ground because it's kind of set back a little ways, but it's small, but it's white, and I remember it standing out a little bit from a distance. So we're going to try and figure out, we're going to start from up there, and we'll figure out how to get down here is where I'm guessing we need to be at. That groundwork that I kind of found comes down to this level. So, and it's pretty flat, especially this area here. So I'm going to try and just go up this cliff. We'll see how well that works. I might need to try and find another path to get up there. Like this, I don't think I can climb. This is too vertical. Oh, maybe. Oh, no, I got stopped. There we go. I can just kind of pick my way up here. Maybe. Ooh, we're getting steep. Yeah, I can't get up. Come on. Get up there. Remember, it's not too far up here either. I found it pretty quick once I finally got up here. I think it's this way. Is it up there? No. Oh, did I see it? I think I just saw it. I saw something white. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, so now we're up here at the coal mine. And this is, like I say, this is where I want to start. It looks like there was pre-existing groundwork here. It's kind of cleared of the vegetation, but that doesn't really make sense for where it's at. I mean, the track has got to run this way. Obviously, we're not going straight that way. We would fall off the cliff. The track's got to run, parallel to these docks. So I'm thinking, like, it's got to come up over here. That's over there's that big waterfall. So maybe we have a track coming like this through here and kind of start hugging this hillside and maybe bend around this bowl is kind of what I was thinking. Let's just scope it out really quick. It's a nice area. We got plenty of space in here for a loop if we need to put a loop in here. So, okay. Got a big cliff coming down. So we got to come this way. Maybe through here. And looks like there's a little point here we can come off with a bridge and start bridging it down and going that way and looping it around. But let's go check out the other side where I just came up. I came up kind of around there before, I think, and it looked like it was kind of a natural path. So we'll scope it all out here. I'm kind of just peeking my view over here a little bit just to see if there's like an obvious spot to come down. And I don't know if there is or not. So we'll just come over here and check it out. I don't think so. So if we come up and down the other side, I don't know. It looks like it kind of cuts back behind this mountain. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell from this map. This map's not the greatest. So it looks like it might... This part right here we're about to be on kind of goes behind this mountain, according to this map. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of straight where the arrow is pointing. And I see some lines on there. I don't know what those lines are. I don't think it's another river. Might be. I doubt it. So let's see where we're at. I was staring at the map and moving. Okay, so we got come through here maybe. We come through here. And where's that at? This is it. Yeah, that's a pretty sharp turn, but it's gradual. So it's like, I don't know where this goes though. It might just dead into a wall. No? That keeps going. Kind of hard to see through the trees. I really wish we could just turn the trees off and then turn them back on when we're done building. Yeah, see, this just drops off to nothing. So either way we go, but this is kind of like a little cut, right? Like this hillside came down at one time. So this cut. Could we put a bridge across here? Or turn. Okay, look at that. So there's another cut. So I'm guessing that this was just like the iron ore route, the first route that we made to the iron ore mine. It was obviously cut out for track. What the grade is and that sort of thing on here, I don't know. But yeah, I'm guessing that this is made for it, and I'm guessing it's probably going to take us right where we need to go. It's probably going to be a long route. I don't know the grade, what this is. But obviously, we don't build directly onto the ground anyway, but if it's anything like that primary route to the iron ore mine, we got a section in there too that's pretty steep. So this can't be over 3%. So we'll check it out here. Let's start building. We'll put in our groundwork starting here, and we'll just extend it out that way. Because I'm thinking we come through here, and I see these are offset. I don't know if you... Yeah, look at that. So there's the other platform over there, and here's this platform here. So these are offset, but I think we can still pull through. You just got to get a little closer to this one, kind of do a little dog leg to this one. We can worry about that later. We'll just start right here. And I'm thinking that we can put in a loop up here. We got plenty of space over there, it looked like. We can put in a loop, maybe a rail line or two, maybe an engine house, and kind of make this like a little substation thing up here. Maybe not having a locomotive up here, but just, you know, having a place to park, water tower, fuel, that sort of thing. Just kind of fill it out a little bit. So, all right, let's get working here. We'll use constant grade. And I do want to build up... Wow. What's going on here? Groundwork. Delete that. Not that close. Seems like it's a little bit bigger. And maybe it's just me. But I want to build it up a little bit here. Just a little bit. So we can see it a little easier. And we'll zero it out. Wow. Oh, because it's constant grade. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm losing my brain. It's kind of late at night. Variable grade. What am I doing? There we go. We'll go like this high. That's probably way too high, actually. But it's a good starting point. It'll get us above the vegetation layer. So, let's see. This is going to be really rough. I'll probably come back and clean it up a little bit as we start going here. Let's just see what the grade is. So this is where we want to be. I'll just kind of stretch it over here. I'm not doing the alt walk, and I got to walk around some trees. Like I say, I'll straighten all this out later. Now I think, yeah, we want to follow the kind of where this clearing is. Okay, so we can start dropping it down almost immediately. We're pretty tall here. So we'll drop it down 0.25%. But it looks like it started dropping down more. Yeah. I'll drop it down half. You see, we're doing constant. So actually, if we do much more, this stuff back here is gonna start going below the grade, right? We don't want that. So let's just check that really quick. Yeah. See how much that angles down? Because the whole thing now is down at -0.5% all the way from the start. Instead of just right here where we need it to be. So let's delete some of this. We'll just back it up to... Well, that kind of looks good right there. So we'll start right here. Well, we'll back it up one more. Right there. We'll start from here. I guess we've got to remember that we have to start and stop it every once in a while. I can't go over 3%. There's 3% right there. So let's... Yeah, this drops down pretty fast. But it's not horrible. I mean, it's not. We're not having like huge, tall groundwork here. I should switch to the walled groundwork, make it a little easier to see. We'll do that on the next one here. Okay, so now we're getting down to the weed layer. That tells me that it's not getting as steep. So let's see where it goes. We're still at 3. I haven't changed it. We can do 3 all the way down. Oh, see, there's 2.75. So it's not quite 3. And here we gotta raise it up just a little bit. Clear that. That's 2.5%. So let's see how tall this groundwork is at 2.5%. Now this will be the walled groundwork. 2.5% is not very steep, guys. I think this is going to be very doable so far. Yeah. So granted, again, these curves and stuff are way too sharp. And I don't know what these curves are. We'll have to make them work though, because this is, so far, this is golden. But I will, you know, lay out this groundwork a little better before laying track on it. I don't want, since this is such a long run, I don't want to just do a rough in to get the products flowing and then come back later in a week or two to fix the track. I might as well do it right the first time. So I'm actually going to cut down some trees really quick, just so I can see better. That's probably good, but I like cutting down trees. Trees are always in the way. Alright. So we're going to shoot this with a bridge, and it maybe have to be a curved bridge, yeah? That'll be kind of fun. Okay, let's see. Again, we're just roughing this in. So we'll come out a little bit, and we will go to our first one. Let's see, we want to start putting some curve in it. So we'll do... Oh, wrong way. do 5%. See where that points us at. Maybe completely wrong. It may not even need a curve at all. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Oh my gosh. So close. And that's at 0% gradient. So that's a flat bridge, which is great. So maybe like a 6 degree. I keep on calling it percent in degree. I think it's degree. It's degrees per 100 foot. So we just need to steepen that up a little bit, and bam, we're there. And again, I'll come back and fix that. We're just scouting this right now, more or less. I'll come back and fix it, make it look awesome. So we got our groundwork coming down. Let's go back down to 3%. Actually, let's do this one, stone wall. And we're already into the weeds. Let's raise that up a little bit. The 2.5 is what we were at before, and okay, we're this is really flat. 1.5. Wow. Okay. So here it starts dropping off again. If we go too far down now, then we start burying it back here. So we don't want to go too far down on the gradient. To help us out a little bit, God, that's a steep curve though. I am a little concerned about the curves. We'll see. I need to go in here. I love... Well, guys, I got a little punchy. I have to reload a save. So, let's see. Well, I'll just use this as an opportunity to show you this new menu here. I did hear back from some of you guys. We want to definitely stick to realistic on the physics settings. But the industry difficulty, yeah, medium is great, especially for single player. I completely agree with that. We're going to use medium from now on. Hard is great if you have multiple people running trains and that sort of thing. I get that. You will make more money on hard because you'll be bringing more and selling more to get very little return. So I think you'll actually make more money on hard, but it's going to really stifle, retard your... Sorry, I can't use that term. You got to really use... it's going to really hinder you, I guess, using hard. So we're going to use medium. So, all right, we're back at where we did that bridge. As you can see, I got the alt lock on. I'm trying to take a little bit better care of where things are going. So, like I said, this is where we cut down these trees before. So let me show you what I got. I actually took a little bit more care in working with the groundwork. And this curve right here is a 20-degree curve, I believe. So that's good. Kind of straightens out a little bit. Hooks back the other way to the right at a 30-degree curve. And that's as tight as I'd want to go with it. Anywhere along here. 30 degrees is super tight for Beast. But and it's at what, 2.75% grade all the way up. So I think that's going to work out for us here. It's kind of blocky. It didn't kind of smooth out very well, but it is what it is. I'm not a big fan of it not being pressed up against the hillside. You know, where I kind of bury this wall into the hillside, make it look like it was a part of the hill. But being that it's so steep, that's even going to tighten it up even more on these curves. And while it might look better, it's not going to function better. So we definitely need it to function now with the new physics. We don't want any derails, and I don't want to have to come up here and fix it again. I probably will. I'll probably find little issues and that sort of thing, because that's my problem I cross to bear. So we'll see, though. We'll get it up here. and we'll figure it out. So let's shoot this bridge again. Again, I'm going to chop down some of these trees. And I'll come back, obviously, and redo a lot of the logging and that sort of thing. Get rid of that guy too. Okay, so last time we did is a 0% gradient with a 5-degree curve. Let's see if like a 6-degree will work. We come out just a little ways. I'm gonna come down here, so let's see. Let's try 7. 7 degrees. That might be too much. I don't know. But we'll get it right. It's such a short span. I think a little bit won't go very far. A little bit of adjustment won't go very far. But you never know. Let's see where that put us. Bam, right into the hillside. 6 degrees is going to be right on the money, guys. So let's delete this. Try that again. Oh, forgot a spot. There we go. Okay. Now I do have to get this first part just perfect here. Get it centered up right on the edge. We'll come out right to the edge of the cliff there. And we'll make sure everything's straight. We'll click. Step off to the side. And we'll shoot this at 6 degrees. There we go. 6 degrees per 100 foot, 0% gradient. Come down minimum lengths. Click. Whoop. I think that's going to be just absolutely beautiful. Look at that. We nailed it. Just perfect. All right. I'll anchor it in with a little bit of stone wall groundwork here. I think we want to start dropping this down 3%. Oh, that's right. No, if we go 3%, we're going to start diving into the ground here. Come up 2.5%, see what that looks like. Oh, I need to... It's pretty straight, but I should probably have the alt lock turned on. Okay, we're buried here. See, now I'm like, well, we're into the hillside. Do I want to keep it into the hillside? And I'm thinking yes. We want it straight as possible, right? So let's just pull it out here a good ways. We don't want to be so far into the hillside, though, it's going to interfere with our track. And actually, right here is where I really wanted to... we're going to save it first. I want to go into the options and use this little trick with the graphics by turning off foliage layer. That way I can see the groundwork a little better. And see where we're going. You can see that we're getting really close to the ground layer. So we want to bump it up a little bit. Of course, it's got to line up just perfect. If it doesn't, it's going to drive me nuts. There we go. I just hit the alt lock. Come out a minimum distance here. And we'll start curving it around using that. And I'm keeping my eye on the curve radius. Again, we don't want to be going over 30% grade. Or 30 degrees of curve radius. See, that is too much. I need to start dropping it down a little bit too here. Looks like it kind of straightens out here a little bit. I'm just kind of pointing it. And drop it down to 2%. It takes longer doing it this way, but I think it makes it for a better end result. We'll do 5%, kind of feather out the curve. I'm happy with the steepness. The gradient of this so far is not steep. I'm not sure where we're going, but it's not a steep climb at all so far, which is excellent. Let's see. I think we're going to want to start curving it around. It looks like we're going to start curving around to the right quite a bit here. So I think I went too far on that last one. I want to be a little bit straighter for just a little bit longer. I haven't scouted any of this. But yeah, it looks like right here we got a hard turn again. There's 25. We got to keep going. There's 30. Oh. We might need to go a lot steeper or start over again here, because we are 30 degrees curve radius and we're going to impact the side of the hill. All right, so maybe if we come over here a little more closer to this wall and start curving it around like this, that'll be a little better. But you can totally tell this is meant for this track here. This is just a tight turn. Oh boy, we'll see. Just got to get over here more. We'll come around maybe like this. Let's find out. Let's make it work. We'll bring it over here. Start straightening it out just a little bit. Gotta drop it down too. If we go 3%, it's gonna be too much, right? Well, no. For here. We'll see. We can always raise it back up. It's constant, so let's see, we're going this way. 25. Let's do 20. Okay. You know what? We'll do 25 right there, but we'll bump it up a little bit. We're kind of digging into the side of the mountain a little bit. There we go. Oop. Okay, so now I need to start straightening it back out a little bit. Oh, push wrong button. Straightening it back out a little bit. We want to be over here for this curve. We'll raise it up a little bit. We're at 2.25 gradient, 0.0 degrees per 100 foot. Okay, now we're going to start our steep turn. I think, right? We want to start our steep turn? We want to be more gradual about it. Let's find out. Let's take a look at it from this angle. So if we start, I'm going to click Alt off Alts just so we can kind of eyeball it. I'm not going to click it. So if we come like this and then angle it around steep, that's going to be really steep. If we start cutting it over now, I might put a little weird jank in it. Click, 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 click. I'm obviously not clicking, I'm just saying click. Well, okay, so I think we'll try that. We want to cut this inside corner as much as possible coming from this far side. So we'll hit the Alt lock again, come out minimum distance, and start moving it over. Other way. Start with 10%. Click. We don't want to cut it so tight that it falls off the inside cliff edge. 15. 30. This is what we got to maintain all the way around. I think we just did it. Straightening back out a little bit, we'll go to 10. And just following this shelf down. We're getting steeper though. Our groundwork is getting taller and we're down 2.25. So what I'm going to do, come out a minimum distance, click it. Let's take a look at this. Because if it jacked up at all, we got to know now. It's a 30% curve. But it does straighten out a little bit. It's only 30% for a very short period of time. I think this is going to work. I think it's going to work just fine. And this is all at 2.25%, which is not steep at all. Between 2.25 and 2.5% so far. I think we barely touched 3% once or twice. But we are going to need to start dropping it down because we're getting pretty far away from the ground here. Okay, so we'll just tie in here again. Hit the G key. Kind of go a little straight. The Alt lock. We're going to drop it down. Oop, not that much. 3%. We'll see where that lands us. I say, I don't even know where this route is going to come out at. We just started building. Okay, it looks like we are getting closer to the ground, which is great. But we are starting to go... We need to go to the left here a little bit. We'll go 10 degrees. I like to keep things in 5s when I'm doing the curve radius. It just helps, I think. I'm probably completely off my rocker on that one, but... 21's just weird. You know, you want to be 20. At least I do. Wonder if we're coming up to another spot where we got to do a bridge or something. And you see, I didn't change the gradient, and it's... The groundwork's getting... We got to come up even more. But instead of doing that, because I really don't want it to be taller. If we go... We're at 2% now. If we raise it up you'll see it just gets super tall really fast. So that's 1%, that's 2%. So we need to snap, you know, put it here, right click, and now it's set there. And I don't know about this little wobbly bits here. Yeah, I don't like that. So we're gonna fix that right now while we're here. This isn't too horribly tall. I can live with that. I think we'll be okay with that. Alright, so let me trim some trees out of the way here so I can get a better sight line. Yeah, you can see that that just doesn't make any sense. So, not a big deal. We'll just demolish this out. And do this little section over again. There we got nice height on our groundwork. A little bit smoother of a transition. And it was pretty fast. So, there we go. That's money right there, guys. I think this will lay some awesome track. Okay, I have no idea where we're at. So let's figure out where we're at here really fast. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. We're kind of back here behind the coal mine. It looks like the coal mine is right over there. You can kind of see where it goes. You know, it's not like on the other side of this hill that we're staring at right in front of us. So I thought maybe we'd be back here if we went this way. And it looks like it kind of continues up to the north a little more, and then horseshoes back around another steep curve. So this definitely is not a direct route, but it's not very steep, which is great because we're kind of high up there, a little bit of elevation. So we'll continue making this down. I have no idea where this is going to come down. Maybe it comes down right in front of the M on coal mine, it looks like. Maybe. But then we're going to be facing the wrong way. Or maybe it comes down along the south-facing side of the hill to the north there, kind of right where we're pointing the arrow at right there. Maybe it kind of follows that down. I don't know. We're going to find out, though. We're going to keep going here. You can totally tell this is completely made for this, which is great. I really do like that fact. It's going to take a lot of work to get there, though. I have no idea what time I started today, but it's about 8 o'clock in the evening right now, so I'm not sure. Let's see, constant. Alright, so I'm working on this curve, on this horseshoe bend here, and it looks like I kind of ran into this little bit of a mountain, or a little rock kind of sticking up right here. And the way I was angling it, I was going to come kind of on this side, but I don't think that's correct. I think I want to be over here. And so I need to redo some of this curve. It looks like we want to be over here, and then we can start bending it around. So that's what I'm going to do, I think. Just kind of hug this wall right here. This side of the hill off to our right. Right about, here. I don't know why I decided to turn it in so tight right there, but yeah. We're going to need to delete all this here. It's just one of those things. It really does help turn off that foliage layer where I can see the ground. I can see the height changes a lot easier. So I strongly recommend if you're doing this kind of work and your railroad to do the same thing. It really does help. So yeah, we want to be over here. We'll just kind of hug this wall a little bit best we can. It kind of changes on this curve so far from like 15 and to 5 to 10 to 25. You know, it seems like it's not very smooth, and I'm just trying to keep the groundwork even and the curves as even as I can, but like right here it steepens up. This part's kind of straight. I'm trying to follow the curvature of this bowl here, of trying to follow the curvature of the terrain. So that's why it's not a perfect smooth, you know, circle like I'd like. I think that'd be awesome, but it is what it is. Like everything, it is what it is. So it's kind of come off straight-ish here. I'll do the alt lock. We'll start curving it around 5 degrees. See how that looks. Steepen it up a little bit. 10. So we're going to get a little steeper here. Start it now. 15. Maintain 15. Steepen it up a little more to 20. We are at 0% here, so we do need to drop it down a little bit. We'll drop it down by a 0.5%. 0.75, 0.75%. And shallow it up a little bit. Do 10. Looks like we're going to steepen up again. That's what I was talking about. I'm going to drop it down to 1. 1.25. Let's try that. Go 0%. Actually, let's cut it off there. Because if we keep dropping it down back here again, it's just going to bury itself into the ground. There's probably a bump where we tied it in, which was, I believe, right in this area. So it's not too bad. But if we keep dropping the gradient down, it's going to bury that back there. So we don't want that. So we'll just do little sections like that. But I like to have a 0 degree on our curve radius. That way it ties in nice and neat, because we do have to come straight off and click just a little bit. So that way we can do our alt lock. And we'll lower that down to 2. And we'll start coming out again. Let's go with 10. We just continue on. Steepen that up to 20. So I was just looking at the map, and we're right in front of the coal mine. It actually came down in front of it, it looks like. It's apparently up there. So I think when we were running, coming in here, I think we came through like right in this area or something. So basically we went around a couple of big horseshoes way back in the canyons to climb that hill right there, I'm guessing. We'll see it in a little bit. I think we're just about to the bottom, and there's the valley floor right there. This is built up right here nice and pretty. So I did have a little bit of a hard time. I don't know how well the sped up part of that is going to pick it up, but it's 3%. It's this very steep for this route so far, and it I had a hard time keeping it straight or perfectly curved, which you can kind of see right here, just because I was having a hard time seeing and that sort of thing. So once I get the trees out of here, well, let's just do it right now, because I'd rather fix it now than come back later. And this is obviously gonna be our route, so we'll just clear out some trees here. You can see a little better. See where I might have screwed up. It just started dropping off really fast, going down to 3%. Starting right up here at the crest of this hill, where you can clearly see this is all like 0 right here. Then it just angles sharply downward right here. Right there. So, and this is all 3%. And this is fine. You can see I kind of got a little bit of a wobble here. So we're going to clear out some of these trees and we're going to try and fix that. I was having a hard time because the groundwork was so tall. I was having a hard time seeing where I needed to be with the groundwork, the angle and everything. We'll start over from right about here, I think. I think that'd be good. Yeah, now you can really see it. That's not necessary to have that big wobble. So we'll come back here actually. And see just how tall that groundwork is. I was just having a hard time seeing it. Now I got the trees out of the way, I might be able to see a little better. There we go. I think that's going to be a little better. A little bit of wobble right here. That's coming out of the curve. But it is a 2-degree curve all the way down here from up there. That's not too bad. It's smoother. Alright, so it looks like we're getting really close to the valley floor here. All right, and we are at the river. I'm not sure where on the river. Okay, it looks like we're facing due north, so that's good. And so yeah, it kind of comes down right here. You can see maybe, let's see, where is it at? The coal mine. There it is. Right up there. So we basically went, you know, a few hundred yards as the crow flies, but we did it at mostly like 2.5%, maybe a little shallower, maybe a little steeper, nothing more than 3% from all the way up there, all the way down here via a couple of horseshoes. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't want this video to be incredibly long. I hate doing parts, but I think that's what we need to do. I want to cover everything, and I'll get these released as soon as I possibly can. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through and clean up all the trees and lay the track, and then the next episode we'll do the next little leg of this going over down the valley. So I'll get started with that, and